Hello and welcome to the Circle at Kismet. Today we are doing something to celebrate the Christmas holidays with a pick a gift reading. We have 10 wrapped presents to find out who may come into your life on a romantic level over the next 12 months. I'll give you a closer look at the options. Option 1, Option 2, Option 3, Option 4, Option 5, Option 6, Option 7, Option 8, Option 9, Option 10, and I'll put the timestamps down below in the description box. This reading is aimed at singles, and as with all readings of this kind, may not resonate with everyone. So take what is meant for you and release the rest. So, who will present themselves to you in the next 12 months, or what the year ahead will gift you by way of a potential love match? I'll see you at your gift. If you pick gift number 1, here's your reading. If you selected the pink gift with the rose decoration, these are the cards that have been selected for you. So the first card out is going to represent a little bit about the personality of the person that's coming towards you. And in this case, the animal card that's come out is the loon, which is about being intuitive. And it says, listen to the song in your soul, trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognise that you are unique and that you are loved. The loon is an amazing communicator. They're often found promoting the cause of an underdog or someone that's less fortunate than themselves. And whatever cool, calm, collected vision you see on the surface, rest assured that their legs are working like a machine under the surface of the water to keep things turning. This individual is very vocal. They may do presentations or tours, talks, or be salespeople. They could even be actors, but whatever their expressive talent, they do it well and gain respect and appreciation for it. The next two cards are their faults, which in this case is feeling the world and sacred reverence. Their faults can include not taking enough time out for self-care. They're empathetic and compassionate, but they are guilty of being hard on themselves, and they should make allowances. They need to judge themselves with less harsh boundaries and to not beat themselves up for needing time for themselves when they're not helping others. The next card is an indication as to how or when you will meet, and that is the 5 of Diamonds. The 5 of Diamonds relates to a period of hardship where you've possibly been a little bit anxious, you're worrying about something, you may need help in a certain situation, or you may just not feel in control or 100% yourself. And I think this is the time where this person may step in, or you may first encounter each other. The next two cards are how the relationship will progress. You have the 4 of Earth and the Ace of Air. When the relationship's in its early stages, not only will you be learning about each other, you will be learning about your own wants, needs, and the long-term outlook in relationships in general. Be careful not to overguard your heart. It may come across as you are not willing to be open to new love, whereas it may simply be a case of not wanting to get hurt or of giving too much of yourself too soon. The final two cards are your outcome cards, and that is To the Sea and never-ending story. Finally, you're working out where the pieces of the puzzle fit in, and you can take your time to enjoy this feeling of completion. There'll be a wealth of things to keep the spark alive and much to enjoy and celebrate ahead. Because of the To the Sea card coming out, it's quite likely the sea, a beach or a coast may well be significant in your relationship or its future destiny. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you give us a like, subscribe, and hope to see you in the next one. If you pick gift number 2, here's your reading. If you pick the gold wrapping with the silver glitter flower decoration, these are the cards that have been selected for you. So the card that depicts the personality of the potential person coming towards you is the frog. And it says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Those represented by the frog are known as adaptable, resourceful and abundant people. If things bother them, they'll take heed of the lesson and hop away, knowing they will never fall foul to a similar situation again. These individuals love water and are often happier when near the beach, the sea or a babbling brook. They can be a little naive, but want to see the best in people and would much rather trust and be disappointed than treat with caution and be closed off without reason. With the fairy tale connections, be prepared to find your prince or princess of your dreams. Frogs signify anything is possible. The next 2 cards signify their faults, and these are the Oracle's Gift and Wish Upon a Star. So the faults of these individuals are that they can be slightly blinkered in their view of the world. They know what they want and are happy to wait for that exact thing to appear in their lives. But unbeknownst to them, a little compromise or leeway on their desires could allow the universe to draw forth what they seek a lot faster. The essence is really to accept what you want doesn't necessarily look how you'd imagine it, and not everything that you would like to bring into your life has to be a challenge for it to be worthwhile. Some things, if they're meant to be, do come easy, and they really need to accept that. The next card hopefully gives an indication of how or the kind of essence of energy when you meet, and that is the 4 of Spades. The 4 of Spades normally denotes a time where you're taking some time out. You could well meet in a place where you feel very relaxed, or where you let your hair down, or somewhere that feels really familiar to you. You could also meet at a time when you're having a break from your normal routine, or where you're not actively looking for somebody. They could obviously appear, but that's probably always the way. For how the relationship will progress, you have the Messenger of Earth and the 3 of Water. There will be lots to celebrate when you get together. There will be gatherings and opportunities to bond with family members as a couple. But keep your relationship grounded. Do not run before you can walk, as making too big a dreams, if they cannot be fulfilled, can lead to disappointment on both sides, and unrealistic blame can begin to seep into your union. The last 2 cards are the outcome. You have All That Glitters and Truth Be Told. This relationship will start off with immense feelings which gain momentum swiftly. There'll be a point where some truths need to be expressed and some unrealistic dreams must be dispelled to leave a solid reality. If at this point you can proceed together, then the relationship will pretty much be unstoppable in the future. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next reading. If you pick gift number 3, here's your reading. If you picked the silver cylindrical box with the pink star, these are the cards that have been picked for you. The first card, which gives us an indication of the personality traits of the person that could be coming towards you, is the Dragon, which is supernatural. It says you are the ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So in a little more detail, dragons are renowned for being powerful and dynamic. They are also seen as lucky and mysterious. The dragon energy denotes someone who is creative, good with their hands, and who thinks fast on their feet. They have a wisdom that seems to go back into past lives and a raw energy that no one can stifle. As a dragon is a mystical creature, there is a sense that your perfect mate cannot exist, but that is self-limitation, and if you focus on your dreams rather than combating this with logic, then your dreams may well prevail. So the next card is their faults, which is a deep breath. This individual may just need to take a deep breath and count to 10 when angered, or to adopt some calming meditation tactics to realign their bodies and to combat stress. The dragon's often misunderstood. Sometimes they need to step back from things they feel passionate about, as opposed to charging in and breathing fire. A deep breath seems to go hand in hand with the fire-breathing dragon card. The next cards that we have are potentially the way you could meet, and you have the Nine of Spades and the Five of Clubs. So with regard to your meeting, this could be someone you've met before. It could be an ex. It could be someone that you've come across but were less than impressed with. It could be someone who is completely your polar opposite and you wouldn't necessarily be drawn to at first glance. You could meet outside your comfort zone, somewhere where you don't necessarily feel very comfortable. It could be a time when your confidence is lacking, or you could potentially be somewhere that you've not been before and it's a new place for you to visit. The next two cards are how the relationship will progress, and you have the Ten of Air and the High Priestess. One partner in this relationship is more spiritual than the other, understanding the nature of balance and tranquility to maximise the relationship. The other party is going to be more earthy and like tangible things, logic, the facts in life that can be tested. If you both allow the other to imprint their knowledge, then you may well find a happy medium and balance, and learn not only something new for yourself, but learn the innermost depths of the other person. And then the final cards for the outcome are the Tribe and Blessed. So from a rocky start, you're going to find that through the journey of the relationship, that you're going to accomplish many things together. You're going to share plenty of memories and lots of ups and downs, and eventually a loving companionship. If you both decide to make this long term, it definitely has potential. But if you find your differences are too great and part ways, you will still have gained a supportive friend and a strong, powerful advocate for life. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you pick gift number 4, here is your reading. If you picked the red parcel with the presents on it, these are the cards that were selected for you. The first card selected gives us an idea of some of the personality traits of the person who is potentially coming towards you, and that is the Puffin, which is the card of partnership. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. Puffins are very hard-working. They are renowned for their attention to caring for loved ones and do anything for those who are important to them. They are team players and work better in a group than solo. This also applies in relationships, as they thrive with someone at their side to support and encourage them. They can feel clumsy, awkward, or self-conscious, but seem to flourish in others' presence or with their approval. They often have an array of colourful stories to share, or can be known as a bit of a dark horse, looking quite quiet on the outside, but only showing their innermost, deepest personality traits to those they know and trust. The next two cards are their faults, and we have the Uncharted Sea and Seeing Beyond. There is an element of fear of things they don't understand or warm too quickly. This applies to relationships that may be perfect for them, but which seem not to be. They're not people who enjoy being out of their depth, nor too far from their comfort zone. They need to look beyond the surface to get a real connection, but once again this feels foreign to them and is new territory they need to adapt to. The next card is an indication or a guide of how you could meet this person, and you have the Jack of Hearts. I would say the meeting would either be by a mutual friend or by becoming friends first. Or there is a chance that one of you will just act on impulse and bravely approach the other, striding up and just making a connection. The next two cards are how the relationship will progress. And you have the Two of Water and the Seven of Fire. I think from the cards, either both of you or one of you has been hurt in the past. You've put your faith and trust into a connection which felt true, but which failed and left you feeling resentful and cautious really about starting a new relationship in case it happens again. There's an honest and innocent attraction here though with this new relationship, and if you progress at a pace that both of you are content with, it can flourish into something deeper and long lasting. And the last two cards are the outcome, and you have the Fates and you have Mending. Your relationship journey is one of healing. You will find there are times where one of you needs the supportive help of the other, and then the roles will flip and are reversed. This will be a union based on love, respect, and of an evolving self-discovery for both of you. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you pick gift number 5, here's your reading. For those of you that selected the purple Christmas tree shaped parcel, these are the cards that have been selected for you. The first card out, which gives us an idea of the personality traits of the potential person coming towards you, is the Hummingbird, which is the card of miracles. And it says, you are the joy bringer, you bless the world with positivity and love, energy soars on your shining wings, spread the miracle of happiness. The person who is represented by the hummingbird is someone with boundless energy, who's upbeat and cheerful. Their mere presence makes you feel that things are going to be okay and that anything is possible. Well, apparently hummingbirds can fly upside down. They like things to look aesthetically right and will do what they can to make their surroundings comfortable and happy. They like the great outdoors and are often someone who enjoys being in the fresh air and physically making the most of their energy in nature. The next two cards out are their faults, which is Willing Release and the Power of Purpose. Being quite flighty and floating around on happiness can lead to spells of depression when the bubble bursts. It's normally something that's short term, but this is the time when they need you to lift them up. If they fail to release some of their childlike mannerisms, they're never going to fully appreciate themselves and begin to enjoy the more substantial things that they should be encountering as they evolve through life. The next card is to try and give an indication of where you may meet or what the circumstances will be. And you have the Four of Hearts. This relationship could come at a time when one of you is soul searching. It might be a case of what you feel is a situation of unrequited love, although upon closer inspection it's not. It could also follow some form of rejection that's left one feeling really low, but which is in fact a blessing in disguise following a negative phase. The next cards are how the relationship will progress, and you have the Chariot and the Eight of Fire. This relationship has the potential to be quite fast moving. There will be lots of new adventures and experiences. One of you is keener than the other at the start, but the other soon catches up to make a formidable match. Passion bubbles from the moment you lock eyes, but a lasting love is possible with balance and dedication on both sides. And the final two cards are the outcome, which are Loyal Heart and Higher Power. There's a spiritual surge that has brought you together at this particular point in time. I believe it's the need for both of you to experience the personality traits of the other. There are many lessons you will learn together, obstacles to overcome, and wonders to experience. As long as you face things with an open heart and pure love, anything is possible. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and with a bit of luck I'll see you in the next reading. If you pick gift number 6, here's your reading. If you picked the mistletoe parcel with the white berries, these are the cards that were selected for you. So the first card really gives us an idea of the personality traits of the person that's coming towards you, and in this case it's the card of the dog, which is a friend. It says, "Today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend." The card of the dog firstly identifies someone who is fiercely loyal, one who is fun-loving and has a playful spirit. This individual has an open heart and if treated right can reciprocate feelings wholeheartedly. Kindness and love are second nature. Nothing gets by those represented by the dog card. They will always sniff out the truth and get to the bottom of any situation. They draw lots of friends as they are well liked, although there is a danger of spreading themselves too thin to keep everyone happy and try not to disappoint. They often take pride in their appearance, and this may be what catches your eye before anything else. The next two cards are their faults. So we have Great and Full, and we have Quieting the Mind. Their busy life leaves little room for time to quiet the mind, and equally Great and Full is talking about taking stock and being grateful for things that we have. This individual may be so caught up in things that they do and ticking boxes in their endless schedule, they may feel they don't have time to allocate to more pleasurable pursuits. However, if you really want something deeply, you will make time to allow for things that make your heart sing. The next card is hopefully to give an indication of how or where you will meet, and you have the Seven of Spades. Now, when you meet this person, one of you could potentially be in an existing relationship. It's also a possibility that this person will be someone that you've heard a lot about but never actually met. There's definitely an element of secrecy about you coming together where others are aware and things may not be as they seem. The next two cards are how the relationship will progress. And you have the Three of Air and the Seven of Earth. There may be times when you feel that you are in completely different places in life, or where your opposing opinions mean that you are on completely different levels. However, it's good to keep your individuality, and that is what often draws us together. There may be some frustration at some key points in your relationship, but these can be straightened out if you are both working towards the same goal. And then finally, for your outcome cards, you have a leg up and serendipity. You will be of help to one another, and a supportive hand is always appreciated. It will benefit your mutual growth. Go with what comes to light. Don't overthink and be ready for what the universe is setting up for you both. It will definitely be worth it. Hope you've enjoyed this reading. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you pick gift number 7, here's your reading. If you picked the present with the baubles on, these are the cards that were selected for you. The first card which we picked for the personality traits of the potential person coming towards you is the Black Jaguar, the old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. To elaborate on that, this individual will be charismatic, strong and courageous. There's an air of mystery to this person. They do not open up to anyone they do not consider to be in their inner circle, or those that don't have their best interests at heart. They're stealthy, fearless, and have an aura of attraction that you cannot put your finger on, but undoubtedly you know it is there. Their passion and sheer determination gets them what they want, and they are not frightened by hard work to attain their goals. The next two cards are their faults, and we have Waking the Lion and Shining Through. They have a tendency to be the life and soul of the party, to be the theatrical joker or the main character. This has hidden their fears of embarrassment. It fills silences, or it shows that they wear a mask to hide their innermost thoughts and feelings. When you can lift this facade and you can tap into their true soul, you know that you have met your match. The next card will give us an idea of how or the circumstances of when you meet, and you have the Six of Diamonds. The Six of Diamonds is a card relating to helping. It's a card of charity, being kind or giving something. It could be as simple as offering an uplifting smile on a bad day, but it's a simple act like that that can lead to this fateful meeting. The next two cards are how the relationship will progress. You have Justice and the Sun. This person is well liked, but you may have to compete for their attention when you least feel you should have to. There'll be fun, laughter and some real highs, but at some point you may find yourself weighing something up. Go with your heart, it will be true to you. The last two cards are By the Book and Happy Happy, and these are the outcome cards. If you're looking for a supportive, kind, loving relationship where you are secure in the companionship as well as head over heels, you have come to the right place. This union of two souls has the potential to last and grow and prosper over time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. If you pick gift number 8, here's your reading. If you selected the pink gift with the silver snowflakes, these are the cards that have been selected for you. The first card, which gives us a little bit of the personality traits of the potential person coming towards you, is the card of the Lizard, which is the card of regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So just to elaborate, the Lizard is known for many things. It camouflages to its surroundings, meaning the individual represented by this card blends in well to every situation or group they are part of. They're robust. They heal swiftly and are capable of shedding their skin to reveal a new, revived version of themselves. The Lizard's quick and agile, meaning they rarely get caught in a situation they do not have an answer for. They are quick talkers. The person who is depicted by this card may in fact be quite shy under the facade and worried that their vulnerable side may shine through without a swift move or a witty phrase to hide behind. The next two cards are their faults, and we have a powerful move, and then we have awakening genius. This person is lovable but fails to see that in themselves. If they had the courage to just be themselves, they could gain the love, respect and appreciation that they crave. But it would take a bold move to throw off the disguise they have been wearing for so long and to be themselves. The next card will hopefully give an indication as to what the situation is when you meet or where you'll meet. And we have the Jack of Clubs. I think the meeting's going to come as some form of positive action you're taking, and it may well be something spontaneous. It could be an impromptu trip, or bumping into a friend, or signing up to a night class on a whim, but it's definitely something that's random and by chance, and that may lead to this connection or meeting someone that knows this person. The next two cards are how the relationship will progress. And we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Empress. So on the surface, the fact the Empress is somebody who's loving and giving and is nurturing could be a literal sign of the two of you, with the other party being the Hanged Man, somebody that's a little bit hesitant, someone that doesn't necessarily come forward with their feelings, and that you're kind of in limbo with. So that may actually be a literal way of depicting that there's definitely a need for both of you to be yourselves, and that's at the heart of the relationship. There'll be a point where you may feel that the relationship has gone stale or stagnant. It is just a phase, but it is a draining phase where you both feel the other has lost interest. You need to boost both of your self-confidence levels, and by doing something nice, you can rebond again, and that will perk up this lull so things can move on and get back to a stable footing. The final two cards are the outcome, and you have Chop Wood and Not For You. This is a fruitful yet challenging union. Love can have its ups and downs, but this needs to be carefully weighed up with happiness and how you both feel within the relationship. The Not For You and Chop Wood cards ask that you remove things that no longer serve you. This sadly may be the entire relationship for a handful of you. However, this could also be letting go of aspirations, expectations and ideals that may be stopping the relationship growing and evolving over time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that reading. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. If you pick gift number 9, here's your reading. If you picked the gift with the black and white and gold penguins, these are the cards that have been selected for you. The card that has been picked for a bit of guidance on who is going to come towards you is the card of the goose, which is the inner knowing card. You are a brave traveller. Your soul knows the way. Be confident, you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. So in a little more depth, the person represented by the goose is one who loves to investigate new horizons. They're inquisitive travellers and will often know exactly what direction life will take them in as they plan their futures to the minutest detail. These individuals are sturdy, reliable and protective in all areas of life. They're good navigators and negotiators and are often the person that someone turns to in times of trouble. They like to be fair and to offer their services to restore balance in life and in the wider community. The next two cards are their faults, which is endless possibilities and body and soul. With so many adventures open to this individual, there's an endless array of options, which with their boundless freedom and ability from hop from one thing to another is severely tempting. This can begin to become a negative trait when little time or energy is put into one thing and they persistently jump from one thing to another. They lack substance and direction to invest further interest into a topic or project. If they put their body and soul into something, the rewards will be heightened in comparison to the lukewarm interest that they put into some things. The next cards are hopefully an indication as to how or the circumstances of where you will meet. And you have the Ace of Spades and the Ten of Spades. I think this is almost certainly the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one. There's a wide array of loose ends that need to be tied up. And when things seem quite down and things are at an all-time low because it is the end of an era and that door's about to close, then the new chapter will begin. And that will be the new beginning, which is ready to be born. And I think that's when you'll come together, or when you'll begin by touching base and making that first connection. The next two cards are how the connection will progress. And we have the Star and the Queen of Air. This relationship is something that I think you've both been manifesting for some time. I think you've both noted things that you don't want in a partner, and you've turned your back on that and totally focused on what you did want to bring into fruition. And this is what the universe has now provided. There is a slight danger, though, of if you don't express yourself and advise what you want, of things going off track. But if you communicate openly, you should be able to nurture the relationship and to strive for the same goals in the future. And then finally, the last two cards are the prospective outcome. And we have Round and Round and Here and Now. Enjoy this relationship as it evolves. There may be issues with distance or time when you first come together. You may feel you are going round and round, not getting anywhere, but this is all part of the bigger picture. Try to live in the here and now. Appreciate the present, submerge yourself in making plans, and enjoy them slowly coming into being. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Give us a like and thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. If you pick gift number 10, here's your reading. If you picked the blue snowflake gift with the rose detail, These are the cards that have been selected for you. The first card selected hopefully gives us an idea of some of the personality traits of the person that may be coming towards you. And the card that was drawn is the Orca Whale, which is the card of adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So just to elaborate on that slightly, the person represented by the Orca Whale is someone who's determined, strong-willed, who has a protective essence over family bonds and those close to them. The Orca Whale person would have some kind of inner sonar, almost like an intuition or a telepathic tendency. They almost know what you're thinking and what you're feeling instantaneously without you saying. They make great leaders. They can be bold, and they're more than happy to help others when they feel people are struggling around them. They tend to make reliable, capable and balanced partners. When you meet them, they can make a huge splash or may swim undetected into your life. The next two cards are their faults. So we have Beyond the Ordinary and we have Close Encounters. Whilst they're quite a strong character and they like helping people, they don't like the idea of people taking advantage of them and can see people who play up being vulnerable or people who are overtly negative as quite weak, and they can be quite dismissive. They're not really accommodating of people if they've tried and felt they've not got anywhere in the first circumstance. They walk away rather than persisting, and I think that can be a little bit of a negative trait. They also feel the need to plan the future and to be totally in control. They know what works for them, and I think if they relinquish that control and allow the universe to actually step in, it would actually benefit them and give them a chance to have a little bit of a backseat and to recoup their energy and not always have to be the driving force behind everything. The next card is hopefully going to give us an idea of the circumstances you're going to meet in or how the connection comes about, and you have the Three of Diamonds. I would say from the Three of Diamonds that your connection will be some kind of work connection. You may well have this person working on something in your house. They may work in a place that you visit or vice versa, or you could be working on a project together. But I think there's definitely some kind of work vibration around when you meet or come together. The next cards are how the relationship should progress. And you have the Emperor. And you have the Five of Fire. So there's an inner battle going on between wanting to know what is just ahead, planning, being the person who has all the answers and who's dependable, and just simply allowing things to flow. And I think there's one of you sees it one way, one of you sees it the other way. I think the individual that you're connecting to may not be highly spiritual, although they may be curious. And I think allowing things for once to move naturally, although unheard of to them, will work in this situation and will allow the relationship to slowly gain pace. And then the last two cards are your outcome, and you have Deep Knowing and No Place Like Home. They say that when you know, you know. But I think in this connection, I don't feel that you know the potential depths that this union can reach, particularly when you first meet. But as this grows and gains momentum, I think you'll feel that home is not a place that you reside in, but a person that makes you feel comfortable, secure, and just like you've come home. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Give us a like, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.